characters were references to Zelda 2.
But I would actually
that game was clearly in their mind when they were making.
But I would like to play on 3DS, for example, a 2D actual Zelda 2 style game with 2D dungeons and 2D combat. I think.
Why would they make a 2D game on the 3DS? What is wrong with you?
Because you could have awesome layers of parallax flying in front of your face, and
That's
also
not how parallax works.
Caller, if you're still there, if you're a big Zelda 2 fan, you should try to get a copy of the Japanese version. The easiest way to play it would probably be on like the GameCube collection that came out in Japan. But, there's ways now to play the disc system version in America because it does have some major changes.
The American version has some major changes,
right?
Which are improvements over the Japanese version. The Japanese version is not as good as the US version, aside from the music, which is way better.
But it's just get the soundtrack.
It's easier. The Japanese version is a lot easier. Actually.
And I'd also recommend checking out Battle of Olympus and other
games. And Xanadu even.
Yeah.
But especially Battle of Olympus. That's like
an FPS game in Japan.
Yes, it was.
It was.
It was only an FPS game in Japan, actually.
Oh, that's nice.
But yeah, if you do want some Zelda 2 style gameplay, definitely check out Battle of Olympus, which has a guy named Perseus who has nothing to do with the myth, but everything to do with wanting to be Link.
But it's a good game. By Broderbund, right?
By Broderbund. Well, actually by Infinity, published by Broderbund.
Very good.
There you go.
All right, well, thanks a lot.
Anyway, thanks for calling in.
All right, thanks, guys.
Zelda 2, I love it.
I don't dislike it.
There we go.
It was a frustrating game, though. I got lost for like a month. Hello, caller. You're live. You're echoing. You're on Retronauts.
Hi, I'm echoing. Is there a problem with my
No, it's our crazy phone line. This crazy system echoes whenever we pick up the phone. It's not your fault. Don't feel bad. Hi, who are you?
Okay. I'm Matthew J. I'm from DualShockers.com. I'm a writer. I wanted to call and see what...
Now, wait a second. DualShockers.com sounds like it is a Sony-oriented kind of website. Why are you calling about Zelda games? Are you poaching information for the Sony hegemony?
We are not a Sony-oriented site.
No.
We are unbiased.
I see.
Because that's a trigger turn these days.
He called in to ask about Alundra.
Oh, Alundra. Alundra was good. It was like Zelda 3, but browner.
Alundra's overrated, but that's not even what you're asking about.
Yes, please. Ask your question rather than our stupid banter.
I want to know if you guys think that Zelda, with the silent protagonist, could be translated to a film or a TV well.
I hope not.
Yeah.
I hope it could be done well.
No, I hope it never gets translated again. I mean, I watched Super Mario Brothers Super Show. I watched Captain N. I think as much as I love Super Mario Galaxy 1 and 2, I don't care about the story whatsoever. And in fact, if a new Zelda has tons of voice cutscenes and tons of overbearing dialogue, we all saw what happened to Metroid Other M. And the reality is, a lot of these Nintendo franchises we grew up with and thought were great, had great stories, they really don't have the depth to warrant hours of cutscenes.
Come on! The Triforce got split into 8 pieces and got put in the different houses, and you got to go to the houses.
For me, the most compelling story scene in a modern Zelda was when you go down to Hyrule Castle beneath the ocean in Wind Waker.
Oh, right,
and there's no dialogue at all. It's all visual and it's really beautiful.
Yeah.
But no, I don't.
It's not really. That's not really a cutscene. That is.
You play through it.
Emergent kind of storytelling.
Right, but that's the kind of storytelling that works in Zelda, not CG cutscenes. I would never, ever want Metroid Other M to happen to Zelda. Sorry.
No, but I think that there is good dialogue in the Zelda games. Midna from Twilight Princess was a great character.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed pretty much every scene that she was in.
That's true, but
she really livened up the character.
Right, but she's
game.
not what you expect from a protagonist in Zelda at all.
No, but I think the problem is that because Link himself is such a blank slate, it's impossible to give him a personality that translates into film, that plays on television or in a movie, that also doesn't completely betray who he is.
I can see there being a series, though, that doesn't so much focus on Link as a character as much as, the characters around him. That I could see working, but I don't think it's necessary.
Yeah, if he had, a band of adventurers and it was more like an old anime from 1983, maybe I'm on board.
I like the calls in the background. It sounds like
that's not even our line. That's like the other phone line.
People are trying anything to get into Retronauts.
There's a huge switchboard, hundreds of lights behind us. Sorry, you might not get on.
Anyway, that's our opinion. Thanks for calling to listen to us proclaim at you.
And if you want to hear yourself again, tune in Monday to oneup.com.
Cool, and I hope that I can meet you guys at PAX East.
Oh, you just might. I believe we'll all be there.
Yes.
Thanks for calling. Wow.
Silent.
Oh, damn. The silence lasted for only a moment.
A lot of Zelda fans out there.
Yeah. Weird.
Hello? You're on Retronauts. Who is this?
Oh, hello there, Retronauts. This is Chris Jenkins. questions from Orlando, Florida. Username Clawglip.
Sunny Florida.
Clawglip.
Clawglip.
That's a good username.
That is. That's a.
But you should be calling into the Mario 2 episode.
Yes.
Oh, we do what we can for the 8-bit era.
Fair enough. So what can we do for you today?
Well, thoughts on Legend of Zelda, yeah?
Sure, or the Zelda franchise in general, but yeah, Legend is a great one.
Well, yeah. Well, I was thinking back to I originally got an NES in 1987. I think like a lot of American kids did.
So did I.
There you go.
And I.
Well, and I started with Zelda 2, which is a very weird jumping off point.
That's impossible. You
No,
can't
sure.
have Zelda 2 in 87.
Yeah,
son.
you just you did a temporal paradox, and now the game's
Oh,
over.
wait. No, he could have had the. Okay, sorry.
Did you have an NES with no Zelda games at all, or with no games at all until like the end of 1988, and then you were like, I need to buy something for the system I've had for a year. I think I'll get Zelda 2.
It was just speed running Super Mario Brothers over and over and over again.
I gotcha.
But what I found is